Hello and welcome back to another episode of Attack on Titan by Truthlight Gaming. This is going to be more of an explanation plus a little bit of getting back into this sort of thing. I hope that I can help anyone out and introduce them into some good animation games, kind of thing like that. I'm going to be playing quite a lot of things. Jump Force is going to be one of them. I already have Naruto on it, Digimon, things like that. Um, I hope that these kinds of series will get people into how much I love these sorts of games. So let's get right into it, folks. We're playing the character Eren. He's one of the main characters, and his friend Armin and his friend Mikasa. Now, if you take a look at some of the other episodes, you'll see the beginning. So you'll see how I'm fighting these creatures called the Titans, and they have limbs just like humans. And what you need to do is you need to make sure that you take out the nape, the top of the neck. That's how you complete a subjugation. Now, as you can see, I'm pretty decent at this game. I've been playing it quite a long time, so uh, I know exactly what I'm doing. So what you got in the right hand corner there is your arrow, the green arrow. The enemies are the red dots and your comrades are the blue dots. It's pretty self-explanatory. The blue bar is like our how good we're doing with our comrades, and the red bar is the enemy, and we've got to take that down quite a bit. We have missions, like side missions, like if you go to the smoke, the green smoke, then you can do little side bits, tidbits. I'll explain that later on. I think I've explained a few of the different features, like the boosting and the blades there. But to kill a Titan, you need to kill its nape, else it'll regenerate its arms and legs. So the best thing to do is either take off an arm or a leg, or decapitate its legs so that you can get to the nape. You can do that fairly quickly on each one, so best thing to do is to go around and try and get rid of the bigger Titans and leave the smaller ones, because that way you can do things like that. Like there's a main event, you can see there's a exclamation mark. That means you can see it's kind of on the right hand corner of the map. What I'm going to do is try and take some of these Titans down as I go, and then after I've done a few of those, I'm going to go over to that, and then we can complete the mission. As you can see, they're still doing some kind of like teaching things, but I can teach you probably better than the tutorial can. So I played through the whole game, and I absolutely love the anime series. I can't wait for season 4. Currently we're in 2020 when I'm recording this, so most of the second game and the third content for the final, the Attack on Titan season 3, is already out. So I'm going to be playing all that. I'm going to re-record all the some of this, or most of this. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch eventually, so hopefully I will be able to do that. But right now, because of COVID-19, I'm stuck inside, and I'm kind of conserving my money right now so that I don't spend too much. I've already got a few games coming out right now: Persona 5 Real, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, this Attack on Titan, and several other games I'm going to be playing through. So you've got plenty of things to look forward to, folks. So hopefully I can give you the action that you need. As you can see, the smaller Titans are fairly easy. They run around a little bit, but they don't really do a whole lot. Now, as you can see, the main thing that I'm trying to do is to make sure I'm behind the Titan when I attack. That's probably the best thing. I use my booster when I'm not near the walls and things like that, the houses. You can attach yourself to pretty much anything, so it's pretty easy, and you get a lot of items on the way. As you can see, there's a kind of face. You can see that, the green smoke. That's where I'm going to go towards. The more of those you do, the special missions, you can get more points, and you get a lot more money and things like that. There's some more things I want to go over at some point, but I'm going to go over that in a future episode to do with the Titans and the item drops that they drop so that you can upgrade your blades and things like that. I'm going to show you how to do that at some point, so hopefully we can get through that and we can get on with a lot more of the game here. I definitely want to show you some of the things that you get to do later on. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. You can't quite see that, but I did that really quickly. I kind of attacked his neck straight away so that it was more of a quick pace. It's not much of a fighting game, it's more of a survival and try and do tasks and things like that. Yeah, I definitely like these sorts of things. Saluting to your comrades will give you items and new blades and things like that. Up on the direction pad will replenish the gas and your blades. It's really good, and you can get more items by saluting to them and things like that, and any items that people that have been killed, like comrades that have failed to kill any of the Titans along the way. What we need to do is go towards the tower now. There's going to be a special Titan, and then we can use our special to do that. Obviously also you can command people, and you can try and get as many of the higher ranking allies towards your group there. On the left hand side near your bar you can see there's 4 icons there. That's your allies. What we want to do is try and get as many as we can, and what we're doing is doing these little missions by finding the green smoke ones and trying to do as many of those, and you get a higher team, so you get more points at the end of the mission there, guys. As you can see, I've pretty much cleared around the bottom side, right hand side and the left hand side, and I'm doing as many of these green question mark as I can, and I've got a couple of them so far, trying to do them as fast as possible, and then once I've done that I can do the big guy which is in the middle there. Once you've done that you can pretty much get towards the end of it. As you see, some of the bigger ones come up towards the more populated areas. It's quite easy towards the beginning. We're at the beginning stages of the game, so it's not that hard, really. Your group will help you out, so the higher graded like allies you have, like I got 2 Bs and 2 Cs, so they're pretty decent. I think the lowest I've seen is a D or an E, so they're not really that bad, to be perfectly honest, but your group will help you out as well to defeat them. So if you get caught, most probably the worst that can happen is they'll grab you, so you'll need to use a potion. That's the green icon. I'll show you that at some point, but usually I don't get grabbed that easily, especially when I'm playing Captain Levi. He's one of the captains and one of the best leaders. He's one of the best in the scouts. As you can see, that enemy ran at me, so you're quite vulnerable when you're using your gas on your blades. So when you're changing, trying to make sure that you're out of the vicinity of any of the Titans, because they will run at you, trust me. Right, we've got the final subject target for this area, so you pretty much get to have a special or a limit or a kind of bigger special. It gives you a time limit and gives you better strength, better speed, and you don't break or use any of your gas in that time. So it's kind of like, I don't know, 10 to 15 seconds of play, maybe a bit longer, And when you do that, by pressing the R2 button, as you can see, you can fire a defensive battle signal, and that will help you out there. And you can see on the left bottom hand corner now, my icon, you can see it's glowing. That's how you know that it's full up. It's normally blue, so once you fire the signal, you pretty much go glowing and you're like blue. You're more powerful, so that means you can attack these kinds of guys that are kind of glowing and they're stronger. They're harder to attack, so you have to attack the nape quite a lot. But with this, you get increased strength, so you pretty much can get the mission succeeded. There you go, that is that mission, and we can carry on with the story in the next episode. So hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy!
何しやがる！待ってよけも登録やめてください！なんで僕は仲間が食われている光景を眺めているんだ。どうして僕の体は動かないんだ。死ねるか。アルミ、お前が教えてくれたから俺は外の世界へ。